Hi children, I'm here with the next part of Peter Rabbit. Okay, the rabbits run out of the burrow to see what is going on. It's Mr. McGregor. He is installing an electric fence system all around the garden. The rabbits are not the only ones watching. Pigling Bland, Tommy Brock and Mrs. Tiggywinkle are also there. Electronic fence? This new generation with their technology, says Pigling Blank, shaking his head sadly. What's he doing to it? Asked Tommy Brock as Mr. McGregor spreads peanut butter on the wires. Baiting it, says Peter with a frown. Mr. McGregor was not supposed to fight back. This fence is not part of Peter's plan. The animals watch as a fly lands on a particularly gooey mound of peanut butter. The fly explodes! Well, I want a taste, says Mrs. Tiggywinkle, her eyes dancing with delight at the explosion. She marches over to the fence as the animals look on. Mr. McGregor is watching the events unfold too. Mrs. Tiggywinkle stands up and sniffs at the peanut butter before giving it a lick. Zap! Mrs. Tiggywinkle goes flying. Not only that, her clothes burst off and her spines blast into all of the animals. The animals will scurry away. A smile creeps onto Mr. McGregor's face. He is very happy with his new fence. It will definitely keep out those annoying rabbits. Peter realises he now has to revise his battle plan. Remember what Dad used to say to us? You can't outrun a fox, so use his speed against him. He spoke in riddles. Cool. I wish I knew him better, said Flopsy. What did you have in mind, says Benjamin, a worried look on his face. What is Peter up to now? Back at McGregor's Manor, Thomas smiles as he opens up his post. Inside is a fancy brochure of the manor, the perfect second home for a city dweller. Then he looks at a copy of Department Store Quarterly and spots a photo of the dopey-looking Bannerman. Underneath it reads, Nigel Bannerman gets coveted position at Harrods. Mr. McGregor fist bumps the photo. Suddenly, something catches his eye. He picks up his binoculars and scans the garden. Mr. McGregor's smile grows wider when he sees Peter and Benjamin at the fence. Peter and Benjamin are at the edge of the garden and hop towards the electric fence. Mr. McGregor leans forward. The bunnies grab onto the fence and McGregor winces, waiting. Zap, he says. Only there is no zap. There are no sparks. There is no explosion. Nothing. Oh, that's strange. Benjamin starts gnawing his way, so he's chewing his way through the wire, while Peter climbs right over it. The smile on McGregor's face disappears. Why is the electric fence not working? It should be keeping the rabbits out, not letting them back in. And soon enough, all 5 rabbits start swinging on the fence like it is a climbing frame. They lap up all the peanut butter and march into the garden like they own the place. No! What is happening? Yells McGregor. He runs to the back door and grabs hold of the doorknob. Zap! McGregor goes flying onto the ground. He lies on his back. He is completely stunned and bewildered. Did he just get an electric shock? He stumbles up to the door again and nervously reaches for the doorknob. Those clever rabbits have somehow managed to redirect the powerful electric current back towards the house and McGregor. Everything he touches shoots horrible shocks up his arm. Zap! McGregor is again blown back. He looks out of the window. He can see Peter and Benjamin feasting on his vegetables. This is not how the plan was supposed to go. McGregor shakes himself off. He then turns on the kitchen taps and splashes some water on his face. He does not make the mistake of reaching for the doorknob again. This time he reaches to open the window. Zap! McGregor cannot believe it. Somehow the entire manor has been electrified, just like the fence was supposed to be. The rabbits watch the lights dim off, on and off inside the manor while the electric current surges through the house. The wires have been redirected from the fence to the house. Inside the house, McGregor stumbles up to the second floor. He is hoping that the windows will not be electrified this high up. McGregor slowly reaches out to one of the windows. When he touches it, he does not get an electric shock. Relieved, McGregor pulls open the window and climbs out onto the roof. "Rabbits!" he yells, grabbing hold of the gutter so he can climb down and get rid of the vermin once and for all. But McGregor has not learned his lesson. No sooner does he touch the metal pipe than zap! Thomas blasts off the house and falls into the corn stalks below. He is too stunned to say anything. "And that should do it. For sure this time," says Peter. Shoo! I hope you enjoyed the next bit of our Peter Rabbit story. I will leave some questions and you can answer in the comments box below.